So, hello, welcome. I'm hoping that that shares and that we are recording. We are recording. So, I wanted to do my 2 minute reflection on telling your story, empowering the abundant mindset. One of the things that we were talking about this evening, the 3rd of September 2018, and I did forget to say that we've got another 30 days to reach our 100 target. So, goal when we started in April was to reach 100 people, to empower 100 people to tell their story, and 100 facilitators, so we're 50 down. Probably a bit more than 50 actually, but we're halfway there, but we do need to be stepping up, and we are doing stepping up. So we've got a goal to reach 100 by the 3rd, no, the 2nd of October, which will be the eve of my birthday. So, of my significant birthday year. So there will be a big reflection on that. But this reflection tonight is very much about how can we help readers in terms of people reading our story, people reading our blogs. How can we solve a problem? How can we achieve a common goal? And how can we understand a complex issue? So I've literally chosen this side because I'm in the process of about to start writing some blogs. And obviously because the Tell Your Story is my main focus of how we can promote each and every one of us and how we can promote what we're doing here, including newformula.com. And this is about really alleviating things like loneliness. Loneliness came out on the top of all of our conversations with people. It alleviates loneliness to boost self-esteem, self-confidence, personal growth, reducing stress, depression and anxiety, health and improvement mindset, poverty mindset, mental health improvement, and manifest quicker because we're working as a group of trust. It's interesting because I think that was the other slide, and I thought we had we had another slide before that, and actually it's to come. This is the other group, the later group. It said the same thing, loneliness, and it's kind of like it's massive, isn't it? How can we be lonely when there are so many billions, 7 billion, is it, of people on the planet? How can we possibly be lonely? That was a real big takeaway and eye-opener for me. I also think what I loved was I think it was Janie said about making links of unbroken patterns and being self-observant, of noticing our pattern interrupt, that when we're in that space of talking about our stories and relieving our voices to be able to do that, and all of a sudden we start hearing ourselves much more sharper, to the point where we could potentially keep on tormenting ourselves by going over the same thing over and over again. And eventually when we're hearing it over and over again, it gets a bit boring. So I love the fact that we've got that, and that's what happens, is identifying these repeating patterns. And I also think as well that the confidence of our vulnerability and authenticity, I love that, because I just think, you know what, it is all about just being real, isn't it? It's about just being ourselves. And I know for me, I was somebody who never used to speak. I never used to speak, I used to observe all the time. Excuse me, now it's hard to shut me up. But I love it. I love connecting with people and hearing people talk about that inner voice of what's going on for them. Being able to share that and to know that you're not on your own. What a difference that is. I just love this work. And then the other slide, we had achieving our common goals of kind of like career and professional change. You know, for people that are wondering, what should I do next? This is a fantastic bridge builder to be surrounded with a group of people that are all singing from the same hymn sheet, and that we're working in collaboration and recovering from burnout, you know, absolute exhaustion of doing this on our own. And yet it's okay to come and speak openly and be vulnerable. And the fact that there's some thoughts are provoked, and that spiritual connection and that inspiration, that insight that we get of feeling each other, that connection that's unsaid. There's like you can just feel it. It's a feeling, it's a warmth, it's a connectedness. Really hard to describe, but also as well, it releases our trust and our intuition in ourselves. The whole thing of like-mindedness. And I just love this community, finding our voice and networking and finding a purpose. How many of us don't have a purpose because we've never really sat and thought about it? But naturally, the book process just takes us through to start arriving at that place. And this isn't the end of it. You know, we're constantly going to be going over and over. And I loved the idea about the fact that it is complex, these understanding complex issues that have become entangled into this massive web of messiness, and yet what pushes us is that need for change, but sometimes it's illness. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before we realise, you know what, we have to do something different. That the more that we're resistant and resilient, the more that actually it could be quite damaging. So the stronger that we are in a way, we can also be quite detrimental to our health. And I know that for myself, I'm speaking from myself here. That we've created this ability for us to all to adapt to change and to kind of like work with each other by dancing with each other, to develop this diverse portfolio, a portfolio that encompasses the whole of us, that we're developing a wholeness and not just compartmentalised. Without, I usually forget how to say that word. We haven't become in those closets separate. We're looking at the whole, and to do that, we have to develop this diverse portfolio that helps us to create balance in the areas of money, health, and personal development. Then the fact that we've got together this social empowerment fund, and the social empowerment fund is about how do we put funds into the pot through the activities that we're doing to make sure that we're all kind of like protected, or that we're all equally generating an income that far exceeds our expectations, can help us to really step up and master our authentic leadership and self. So it involves each of us, every single one of us, every single one of you that's reading this. I'm encouraging everybody to do a 2-minute, 10-minute review on either one of the mastery sets or the coffee samples, so that we can then create a portfolio on our Empowering Angels YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody, for just being flexible enough to adapt to change of how we're doing this, because we really are just weathering the storm. And I think it's a fantastic testimony to each and every single one of us, each one of us, to keep on turning up, and we contribute just by being present. And we are shifting, we're trying to get our heads around this stuff, but then our hearts are kind of like engaging and embracing it. And I'm just excited, because I just believe that the hope that we're giving to humanity is off the scale, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be working with all of you and to be leading with this, because I know that I am stepping with leadership. It's taken a bit of a while, because I believe in equality and I believe in us all doing it, but I know without every single one of you being the leader that you are, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I really thank every single one of you for making my life easy, because you're all brilliant. You really are all brilliant, and I just see us all going from strength to strength, and I'm really, really proud of that. And I look forward to when people join us again. I look forward to new people joining us, and I look forward to each of us shining in our own light. And in that said, I just hope I haven't gone over 10 minutes. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing the next person's video. Happy filming. Remember, it's on Zoom, and it's on Zoom. What else is it? It's just to do with either the coffee samples or the masterclass review. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.